Hello and welcome to the next Figuarts review of Kamen Rider Sigma from Kamen Rider Amazon's Season 1, the Amazon Prime exclusive web series, a more adult Kamen Rider series that's the mood and tone feels more like the early Heisei such as Cougar and Agito, but definitely darker and more violent than those shows. Not recommended for kids, but hey, let's still sell toys. Because that's the whole Kamen Rider thing. This is a Tamashii web exclusive, hence the box has no window on it, and of course the brown cardboard box. I've got this directly from the Hong Kong Bandai Premium website. Here it is, a very nice box. I love the purple. You got the whole smoke and sort of steam and mist coming from this box. And it's very stylized, very fancy, the box. And on the back it shows you some of the things you can do with him, a few different hand poses, and of course this comes with little purple flames. Very smooth finish to the box as well, that's nice. To open this up, it does have a instruction sheet inside. If you want to take a close look at the instructions as well as seeing a photo shoot of the Figuarts and photos of the box art and all that, feel free to head over to the Flickr or Facebook link in the video description below. This video comes in two tray, almost like it's a a U-bone version of a Figuarts, because the box is pretty much the same size, and the tray is, accessory at the bottom and the figure on the top tray. So let's pull that up. Pull that open, and the figure will just drop out. So that's good. The bottom tray, just peel the edge. There we go. Come on. There we go. At this tray, so you can just have a see what's in there. From the fists already attached to the figure, we also have these following hands. Of slightly relaxed hands, of sort of clawing hands, or right hand, the free hand. Actual accessories you get in here are these four flame bits. These flame bits are the same mold. You remember previously I reviewed the blue and sort of red, sort of generic, sort of orange flame packs. And then later in different figures, Max Flare from the Drive figure had the arm ones, and it's the same mold, and it's still the same mold here. And then later we had Alpha and Omega, both had flame versions from the Amazon Prime sort of special editions. It's in the grey box, you got the whole Amazon sort of cardboard thing going on, and those versions came with extra flames. And the regular version that I got, of course, didn't come with it, so I didn't review any of them with the flames. I'm guessing since this figure was already a Tamashii web exclusive, they decided to put the flames in here as a bonus. Or another thing is that this figure really doesn't have any accessories, so instead of making it feel bare bones, they decided to put these flames into it. Now the Alpha Mega ones came with sort of green and red ones to match their colors. Same way it's done here. It's a bit of white and a bit of red and a bit of white, a bit of green, and in this case it's a bit of white and a bit of purple. The green one especially looked like Chinese pak choi, or kind of vegetable, so we call that the vegetable box edition. And here this looks like purple cabbage because it's purple and white thing going on, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, honestly, I don't really care about these flames too much. I would have preferred if the price was cheaper and it didn't come with any flames, just had a thinner box. But I guess this is what we get. And I don't care for those effects too much because I tend to do stuff in Photoshop. And while these flames can look under certain lighting or certain displays, for the most part they look kind of off. They don't look that good because, well, at the end of the day it still looks like a bit of white and a bit of plastic. I mean, you can Photoshop these and making them look good. I've done that before with the flames from the Max Flare Kamen Rider Drive photo shoot, but I could have done that without the flames anyway. So having a bigger box, something that costs a little bit more, I don't really care for that. One last thing about accessory wise is just like the other two, he can remove this bit on the belt, just like them, but he has no item holding hands whatsoever, so he cannot hold anything. So that feature is just down to using the same mold from the previous two Kamen Riders from this series, and it holds no function whatsoever. Actually, mine came out slightly bent as well, which is annoying. So that's a shame. I wish he had item holding hands so he can actually hold something. So articulation, let's see, his head can go back, out, I just stabbed myself, so yeah, he's quite sharp. Head go forward, sideways, so kind of limited. Full rotation there. By the way, he is this is the same suit as Omega without the belt. So some people have purchased an extra copy and painted it sort of a dark green and red color to do that. Let's see, let's remove these flame bits because they're getting in the way. Come on, just pop off. Right, so shoulder pads on a ball hinge, and they got a double shoulder joint there. So arm goes up, down, full rotation here, double elbow joint, and there's rotation down here as well, so that's cool. Let's see, and the hand is on a ball and peg swivel. Torso goes back, forward, sideways, sideways, so very good movement. Belt is loose from the rest of the figure, so you can detach that if you really want to. Maybe put the decayed belt on it. Ooh, sharp horns on the back. Also, yeah, hard plastic sharp. Let's see, leg goes forward, back, sideways, rotation there. It does get stuck to the shape of it, and oh, his knee cap fell off. Double knee joint. Foot goes up, back, sideways, 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 and toe joint goes 80 degrees, I'd say, and there are no patterns at the bottom of the shoes. Wise Kamen Rider Sigma is pretty good. There's a lot of details all around the suit, and yeah, while it is a bit sharp and hard to handle certain areas, so do be careful with your fingers because the figure will stab you. For the most part, it's okay. Just, you know, there's a lot of hinges and stuff and articulation where you can move those out the way. So just be a little bit careful, and those sharp horns aren't the thinnest material, so they do feel fairly durable. As for the paint job, I've seen reports online where the spray paint isn't that good. Fortunately for me, I've been quite lucky with mine, but do expect that to happen at quality control, where the red spray paint sort of misses or is not painted enough, where you have awkward stuff. The red on the upper legs on mine are not exactly balanced, but they're not so bad that you really notice it. So that can happen, so be careful with that. Paint job of the belt is actually kind of ugly. The two purple eye bits on the belt are just really obvious that it's just a flat bit of purple. Now the other two had dark, like a crimson red color and a dark green color, and had a bit of shine to it, so it wasn't that noticeable. In fact, it was so unnoticeable that it was just flat plastic that when I got this out for the box for the first time, I was like, what the hell, the other two are transparent belts. But no, those have flat colors as well. So it would have been better if the belt on this had a sort of shiny darker purple. That would make it not noticeable, and to be honest, it would have been nicer if it was more of a transparent color. That would look much better. Accessory wise, this figure is very lacking. You did get the fiery flame bits, but yeah, it's not that great of a compensation for lack of accessories. They could have given him a Tamashi stage act. That would have been better with, you know, printed logo of Kamen Rider Amazons or Sigma on it. That would be great, but no, you don't get that. And as for the hand count, it's okay, gets the job done, but every time a figure is missing a hand with the specific function of holding items, a grippy hand, I get annoyed because that really leaves out a lot of play opportunities when a figure cannot hold anything. You have to use blue tack, and it still won't look that natural. It's just downright annoying. Even previous figures, people saying, oh, this figure, they never held stuff anyway in the show or whatever. That's not the point. This is not the show or the game or whatever the figure is based on. It's just, without item holding hands, a big part of the playability has been slashed or cut. And that's annoying no matter what happens. The joints on this are very stiff and feel good. I did have one of the hand joints pop out with the hand when I was trying to swap hands, but it was quickly fixed and nothing was damaged. So overall, I do think this is a very solid figure. For the price it's going for, it's a little bit too much. Unless you are a big fan of Kamen Rider Amazon series, this is probably a skip. But if you can get this for a relatively cheaper price, this is a good figure on its own. You know, not considering the price, but considering the price, you might want to skip him. I have pre-ordered the next sort of Amazon Neo? No. Neo? Yeah, Neo. So, yeah, I'll be reviewing those figures as well as that comes along. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider clicking the like button, subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and of course leave a comment below how you feel about Kamen Rider Amazons as a whole. Do you have the other previous two Figuarts, and are you getting the next ones? You can support this channel by not using ad block, but if you still think ads was annoying but still want to support this channel, you can head over to the Patreon link in the video description below. And if you like this video, then you obviously like Kamen Rider Amazons or Kamen Rider in general, or figures in general. I've reviewed over 100 SH Figuarts with a lot of Kamen Riders, and every previous Kamen Rider Amazon release. So not the special editions with the extra flames, but aside from the flames, I've reviewed the previous two Kamen Rider Amazons. I've reviewed the original Amazon Showa figure, as well as the one that comes with the bikes. I've compared those. So you want to check those out, as well as some outdoor photo shoots from that figure. Go ahead and check that video out on Digger318. Just search Digger318 Amazon. That'd be cool. And I've also reviewed many other figures from DC, Marvel, and all that, so be sure to check those out as well. As always, take care and have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon, and open your Amazons.